One of Richard Kelly's tenets of lighting design is play of brilliance. Play of brilliance is about creating very bright points of light that really draw the eye and create a sense of drama in a space. Traditionally, this might have been done with a chandelier that had lots of bare candelabra lamps all glowing together. But we can do this with all kinds of different architectural materials now. This is an example of some acrylic materials that we'll play with in terms of creating play of brilliance with light sources. Here we get a sense of, this is using Snell's law with these individual light pipes. So there's a mirror in the back, and there are kind of scoops that help shape where the light is going. And those scoops cause really sharp bounces of light to be coming out. Let's look at another. Here's a more subtle one. It's got some kind of frost to the front, so you don't get as sharp a sense, but you still get brights and darks from this. And this surface is great because it can be lit on either side. So some of these can be used as partitions where just sunlight is leaking through without any need for a very specific or directional light source from above. One of my favorites here, this is concrete, poured concrete, and inside are those same light pipes that we saw in a few of the other samples. So even though my beam is lighting the edge here, I'm seeing bright spots on the other sides. And if I cover up one of these, those light spots start to twinkle. This can be very effective for sidewalks. I've also seen it used in hospital children's wards where it becomes a playful element for kids to try to figure out what's happening with the sparkles in the hall. And again, play of brilliance is all about playfulness. It's about creating a sense of mystery or a sense of excitement. You have to be wary when you use play of brilliance to not overwhelm somebody, that a little bit goes a long way. If you're doing an upscale restaurant, maybe a few partitions or windows that have or a chandelier that has play of brilliance can really add sparkle and excitement to the room, but you do not want to overwhelm people with a house of mirrors effect. Speaking of a house of mirrors, this is an example of an infinity mirror. We've got these same kind of acrylic reflectors, but then this is a double-sided mirror, and you're seeing the kind of the depth of reflections inside. Kind of continuous interreflection happening. And that can be a very useful tool to create unusual and confusing effects. I'll look at one more here. This is got a kind of a fuchsia colored front to it, but it also has the same light pipes that I was talking about before. You can see that these pipes help carry light from one side to the other. So as I light down one side of this, I'm getting different hot spots on the other side. And this can be illuminated from two directions. So I've got some darker and lighter sides when I light the piece from this side, and the inverse happens when I light it from the other side. So again, this is play of brilliance, really one of Richard Kelly's tenets of good lighting design, along with play of brilliance goes along with ambient luminescence and focal glow, and they're great tools for the language of lighting design, for us to be able to explain to a client, what are we trying to really achieve? You know, play of brilliance is meant to give that drama and that sense of intrigue to a space.